Aquarius, welcome to your star signs for December. Let's have a look, Aquarius, and see what we have got for you. We're also going to be, as I said before, looking and using at our astrology dice. This is going to enable us to pick up any influencing planets, what house number you're potentially going to be focused on, and also what planet. There's quite a few here, so bear with me. We're going to read the first 6 and then we'll do the rest afterwards. This flew off camera. Okay, so we are currently looking at house number 7 for you, Aquarius, in December. Now, house number 7 is all about marriage, partnership and intimate relationships. We are also focusing on our astrology in terms of any planets that are going to help. This is your house number 7. We are actually looking at Neptune, and Neptune about glamour, illusion and sensitivity. This is also represented as the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man actually reflects the fact that sometimes we need to take a little bit of time out just to understand the situation, to reflect upon the situation, and allow us a greater view of that situation. Now, we are also influenced by Virgo, which is the modifier, but also ruled by Mercury as well, which is interesting. And the Hermit, which is one of the cards that has actually come out. The Hermit is also about the modifier, but also knowing that you are your own shining light. Now, when we look through at your cards, there's no significant events except for the sun here, but you're in a position now that you do not have to argue, or arguments are stopping. The disagreements are coming to an end, and that actually the Knight of Swords shows me that you're charging forward with something that has given you clarity. It's almost like there's a green light, and even though this green light is a positive one because the sun is involved, you have to be mindful that when you're charging forward and actioning something, that you do it in a way that makes sure that you have thought of every possible scenario out of this. But be mindful that if you charge too fast, you may lose the little important things that helps. Be really careful, keep yourself grounded, keep protected. Know that once you've made those decisions, there may not be a going back. But the sun shows me that there is clarity here, so this action can definitely be seen as a positive move forward. There are people around who can support you and will support you. They're kind of mirroring you. This section is showing me that there is new birth coming in, and new birth can mean that there's a definite change in life coming in. Now, even with that change of life, there may be people you may have to justify this to, or you may have to defend yourself, because not everybody gets it. And I think in regards to work and learning, not everybody gets it. It may not be in the direction that you expected to be going, because there is definitely elements of like bumps in the road, and it feels like it's just toppling you upside down. You're questioning whether you should actually be here, and it almost feels like we're going through this fight or flight mode here, whether this is the right decision. And I kind of feel like it is, you're just not seeing the bigger picture of it. With the Ace of Swords, there is definitely about power being granted back and you being in more control of the power and how this moves forward for you. However, you've kind of lost the fact that, you need to remember you are the guided light and that you are important. It also shows me here, sorry, I've just sneezed. It also shows me, I'm sneezing like no man's business, I apologise. It also shows me here that there is an element of underlying loss that has kind of really still hit home about somebody, and that actually you're kind of reminiscing over this process of this loss of this person. Maybe you felt they were more the guiding light rather than you being that guided light. I kind of feel like you need to take on that torch. I feel like you're really struggling to communicate at this moment in time and action things, clear anything up in terms of communication or even actioning things, because with the Page of Swords being upside down, there is communication that's not cleared up and the action is not being done. So it kind of feels like I need you to work on the fact that yes, there's been a loss and that you're going to reflect on that, but not only were you their guiding light, they were your guiding light. During this process, you need to make sure that you realise how much light that you have, what you want to achieve is possible, that you need to reassure yourself of that. That's you, Aquarius, for the month of December.